I've been slicing a lot of thin strips on the Accu-Slice system. These strips are about 2 inches wide and they vary in thickness from 10 thousandths up to 100 thousandths inch thick. And I've been making these both for my Dizzy Bowl projects and also for the knife handle projects I've been working on. And most of the time you see me doing my videos, I'm using the standard, it's a 24-inch carriage, it's a 4x4 carriage with a 6-inch high sacrificial fence. And my wood to be cut is attached to the sacrificial fence. And I usually glue the wood on because when I'm cutting along the board I don't want to pop it off, so glue is the most stable way of attaching my wood to the sacrificial fence. But I've also used some other carriages. You've probably seen this carriage that I made recently. This is a carriage with quick disconnect clamps. And this is nice if you just need a single board cut off a board, you don't want to glue it on. You can just use these quick disconnect clamps to clamp the board on, slice off the board you need, and then you don't have to cut the whole board down and it's not glued to the sacrificial fence. So I've done a lot of work with this carriage also lately. But kind of the issue with both of these carriages is the sacrificial fence is 6 inches high. And when I'm slicing the wood on the Accu-Slice system, as I'm slicing it down, I really can't see the work that I'm working on because the sacrificial fence and carriage is so high. So we come up with an idea to make a shorter carriage for the Accu-Slice system. Over the past few months we've been experimenting with a bunch of different designs for the Accu-Slice carriage. This is one design we came up with. Consists of a 4x30 inch long plate with T-slots in the plate and 1/4 inch, 20 threads per inch tapped holes in the plate. This could be used to mount a variety of fixtures. Everything from different sized L brackets to other type of screw mounting systems. A very versatile system could be used for the Accu-Slice system. We're hoping also that it would be less costly to manufacture this carriage. But after we priced out the components, it was fairly expensive and it just wasn't economical to go forward with the design. Although it's a nice design, very versatile, has a lot of uses, it wasn't economical to go forward with the design. This is a new carriage for the Accu-Slice system. And instead of being 4 inches high, it's only 2 inches high. We took our standard 4x4 carriage, we sliced it down to 2 inches, and attached to this is a piece of MDF, which is only 3 inches high. So instead of my sacrificial fence being 6 inches high, it's only 3 inches high, which makes it much nicer for attaching these smaller boards. And again, I've glued it's a 2x2 piece of cherry. I glued it with Type-On 2 glue to this 3-inch high piece of MDF. My carriage again is 24 inches long, but my sacrificial fence is 36 inches long because the board I'm cutting is 36 inches long. Rides on the rail just like before, but the advantage is I can see exactly where I'm cutting because the sacrificial fence is not in the way. The other advantage of the system is I can bring my blade guides way down so they're much closer to my work. So it should actually be more stable and probably more accurate. For the first cut on this board, I'll just be cutting a thin slice off just to square the board off and get everything flush and square, such that all subsequent cuts will be perfectly parallel to that surface. Then after that, my next cut will be a 10 thousandths inch thick piece. So we'll see how that works. I just finished cutting that 2 by 2 inch piece of cherry, which was 36 inches long. And again, it was cut on the Accu-Slice system with a Timberwolf blade. It was a 1/2 inch blade, 10 teeth per inch. And I said I just finished cutting these 25 boards, which are 25 thousandths inch thick. And I got cut two other boards, which are 10 thousandths inch thick. The system worked quite well. The accuracy is about the same as the 4x4 carriage. There's no change. I still get the same within 2,000 inch accuracy all the way around, top to bottom, end to end on my boards. What I like about the system, one is the smaller size, the shorter height of the sacrificial fence, making it much easier to see your cuts as you're cutting it. And the other advantage is I'm doing a lot of glue ups on my long boards right to a sacrificial fence. And by using a smaller piece of MDF, it's just less wasted wood. So this will be my go-to fence in the future, as long as I'm making these thin strips of wood on my Accu-Slice system.